In this video, we're gonna discuss everything Inside Out 3. We're gonna discuss some new emotions, a possible new antagonist, and a lot more. Right after you guys hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Here we go! Now, I know Inside Out 2 just came out, but people are already theorizing about Inside Out number 3. I mean, you should see how many Inside Out 3 videos have been posted on the internet. So it's up to us to take a look at them, including some possible new villains that are emotions? I didn't know an emotion can be a villain. Well, that's according to this person. Let's watch. The emotion that will be the new villain of Inside Out 3 by Miracle Charm. Let's give him a like and let's watch.
Wow, you have a lot of energy.
Yep, that's anxiety.
Just stay in one place. Anything. Just call my name and I'm here for you.
Oh my god, anxiety needs to calm down.
The original film, giving the story an antagonist for joy and the other core emotions. While it's true that every emotion has a purpose and reason for helping Riley, some can become harmful if they are allowed to dictate everything about her life.
Like anxiety.
Anxiety overtook headquarters, causing Riley to lose her sense of self.
That's right, anxiety just turns so crazy at one point.
Emotions and thoughts. By the film's end, anxiety's attempt to help Riley led to her questioning her self-worth.
Anxiety, it becomes so bad that she literally has to have new friends. It was like the worst.
Emotions, good and bad, with Riley reaching a new understanding about herself. At the same time, on the
like she literally made her ditch her old friends. Bro, that is not a good emotion. So maybe anxiety was a villain. No, apparently there's gonna be an actual villain.
Cusp of starting high school, the stage has been set for a third film in the franchise, following the next chapter of Riley's life. However, the possibility of a third film leaves fans wondering if the next story will have an antagonist too. In today's video, we'll discuss who the next antagonist could be.
That was funny.
Everybody. Oh my gosh, I am just such a huge fan and now.
Number 1, Gloom.
Gloom? Oh my god, Gloom?
There was supposed to be a visible antagonist that made things difficult for Riley. The character Gloom was initially created to exist like the other emotions.
Wait, it was actually created? I thought people were just making this up.
He's to make Riley feel bad or unhappy about her situation, and we see plenty of his influence in the first film. Even though he doesn't have a physical form like the other characters, instead of an emotion dressed in a suit.
Look at Gloom. Gloom looks so funny.
Force with a looming darkness over headquarters.
Gloom.
The most relevant influence in the film is toward the end after Riley runs away from home and boards the bus to Minnesota. When anger and the other emotions try to stop Riley from running away, the control panel goes dark, preventing them from connecting with her and influencing her actions. Supposedly, Gloom is responsible for the twist, enhancing Riley's negative feelings and making her become disconnected from her other feelings.
Guys, there's gonna be a lot of theories. Okay, this is that kind of video that we're watching today. I want you guys to comment down below which one you think are just completely BS and which of these theories are actual kind of plausible. Like, which might actually happen.
Since anxiety is the primary antagonist
Gloom
of the sequel,
seems
Gloom
kind
doesn't
of
have
reasonable.
the opportunity to make an appearance. However, many locations in Riley's mind have lost their light and color, including Imagination Land. Gloom may have hidden in wait, slowly overtaking other areas in Riley's mind as the situation in headquarters becomes more precarious. He may have had his chance to strike if Joy hadn't saved Riley from her panic attack. If he appeared in the third film, his character would have waited many years for the perfect moment to make himself known.
To appear. Gloom is kind of like depression,
Envy.
which we also saw.
Emotions introduced during Inside Out 2 supported Anxiety's plan, believing that Riley needed to change to befriend the Firehawks and make it through high school. However, Envy played a prominent role in the film, acting as Anxiety's right-hand man and confidant as they maneuvered Riley through her 3 days of hockey camp. Envy never doubted that Riley needed to change herself to make new friends and supported Anxiety's numerous plans, like recreating her sense of self, breaking into Coach Roberts' office, and giving her all in the last hockey game. Envy's cooperation likely stems from her feelings of jealousy and her desperation to be like others. She often compares herself to the other emotions, wishing she looked like disgust and that she made plans like anxiety. She enforces these same feelings on Riley, even though some are subtle. For example, Riley tries to seem cooler by guessing the type of music the Firehawks like, believing her answer could make her more likable. Envy also influences Riley to dye her hair, changing her appearance to fit in with the Firehawks, who represent their team.
Guys, whenever you're trying to do something to suck up to someone else, it never works out. I hope that's like the moral of this entire show. Envy, the whole point of envy is like wishing you had something that someone else has, or trying to impress someone and that you're trying to be like. So you end up putting on this like fake persona and not being yourself, and it always doesn't turn out the way you want it to be. So always be yourself, be original, and be authentic. And there's nothing wrong with changing. I mean, hey, if you want to become better at something and you want to, you know, I believe in personal growth. I believe that you should grow as a person, get better, and in a way that is kind of changing yourself. But as long as you remain authentic, don't be trying to do something that you're not. Be authentic to yourself, okay? Do something not to just impress other people, but do it because you believe in your heart that it is the right thing to do. One thing my mama always told me when I was growing up is, instead of being envious of someone, if you want something that someone else has, instead of being envious and being jealous, because jealousy is a weak emotion. It implies that you think deep down below that you will never achieve what they have, or that you believe that they have something that you will never have, which is a form of weakness. Instead, what my mama taught me is that if you see someone that has something that you like, that you would possibly envy, instead you should feel happy for them. Because when you feel happy for someone that has something that you don't, in a way you're indirectly reaffirming to the universe that you believe that you also deserve it, and that you believe it's only a matter of time before what they have, the thing that you want so bad, eventually you will have as well. So it's kind of like being happy for someone else because you know that it's going to come to you as well. So that's what I believe in. No point being jealous of people. That is a weak person emotion. Be happy for people and the universe will give you some of what they have.
With red streaks in their hair. While Riley should embrace her true self, everyone feels envious occasionally, especially teenagers and young adults who are still learning who they are. Now that Riley's in high school, Envy may find herself comparing Riley to her peers, leading into a story about self-acceptance and worth in the third film. Unfortunately, Riley's desire to become like her new friends and classmates may turn Envy into the film's antagonist.
I can see that happening. I mean, envy becoming an antagonist could make sense, because if you become super envious of people, you can literally become evil and start jinxing them or giving them an evil eye or whatever, and doing everything in your power to destroy them.
Number 3, anxiety. As the main antagonist of the sequel, anxiety became a big problem for Riley and her core emotions. Her influence was enough to lock Riley's feelings away, destroy her sense of self, and make her commit actions she would never have done in the past. While anxiety has good intentions, as her sole purpose is to protect Riley from potentially hurtful and dangerous situations, she does more harm than good throughout the film.
That is true. Anxiety just causes you to worry about things that you shouldn't even be worried about. Becoming afraid of things that I'm surprised anxiety and fear aren't like best friends.
To ensure her plans are successful, anxiety forces Riley to abandon her morals, the traits she values most about herself. By the film's end, Riley changed from believing she was an excellent person to claiming she wasn't good enough. Unfortunately, her self-image changed forever, as Riley learned that she may not always do the right thing and make mistakes. Despite the core emotions returning to headquarters to help Riley, the new emotions don't leave. Now that all 9 emotions reside in headquarters, things may become more hectic in the third film. Currently, Joy and the others have found ways to handle anxiety.
Look at anxiety, looks so funny.
They recognize that her concerns and worries are based on things that may happen in the future and decide to worry about them at the moment if the situation occurs. They send anxiety to a cozy corner in headquarters where she can relax in an armchair with tea.
They're just like, hey, anxiety, you go chill in the corner over there while we figure everything else out. It's a good idea to keep your anxiety in check. That is definitely a lesson for the world here.
Number 4, new emotions.
New emotions!
Instead of one of the old emotions turning against Riley or overthrowing the others,
new emotions
the third
possibly coming out?
trend as the second, introducing new emotions into the franchise. Since Riley
I think we're gonna have some new emotions.
And experiences new situations,
everyone is saying we're gonna have love.
To change and feel differently as she moves through high school, college, and adult life. While some emotions may fall on the positive side of the scale, others may come with complications or alter her life altogether, similar to the way anxiety did. When the creative team was outlining the concept for Inside Out, they had a list of emotions they wanted in the story who didn't make the final cut. Some of them, like envy, found a place in the sequel. So it's likely that more of the cut emotions will appear in the third film. Emotions like shame, pride, and greed all have great narrative potential.
It would be really funny if greed just randomly came into the game and then she just somehow turned into like a Wall Street trader and then she started trading stocks and okay, you probably guys, that's probably not your thing, but that would be very funny.
Especially as antagonists. They could encourage Riley to become a new version of herself, overcome with intense emotional feelings and reactions. She could feel ashamed of her past actions, allowing them to overtake her mind and cloud her judgment.
Greed would also be a villain if you think about it.
As she does in the sequel. For example, greed may make her sabotage other players if she feels her position on the team becomes
That's what I was just saying.
hurting others or hogging the rink. Number 5.
Hey, I wonder if competitiveness is an emotion, like becoming super competitive and you just want to be overly competitive with everyone. I mean, being competitive with yourself is what I recommend. Like, always try to be better today than you were yesterday. Try to like be more efficient than you were the day before, you know. Maybe I try to do that. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, all right, it's 6:30 in the morning. I have about 30 minutes to leave my house to go to the gym. But sometimes, you know, I get a little distracted on my phone and then it's like 7:05 and I'm like, no, I'm supposed to leave my house by 7. Today I was a little less efficient than I was yesterday, but tomorrow I tell you, I'll try to leave at 6:55. I mean, at some point there's a point where you're not just gonna leave at 6:30 right after you wake up, right? At some point it's good enough and then you're like, all right, I can move on to something else. But I guess the moral of that was what? Oh yeah, that you should be competitive with yourself, right? Try to get your personal best, try to just beat your other self, because in reality that's who we're competing against in life. You're competing against yourself. You're competing against your laziness. That thing you want to do. You've been trying to go to the gym for 6 months and you still haven't gone? Don't worry about the other person who's been doing something. Don't be jealous of them. Be jealous of you. How come you're not going to the gym? Or whatever it is. Maybe that book you've been trying to read and you haven't read it yet. You know, compete with yourself, with your future self. Because just remember one thing. This is what I tell myself. Whenever there's something that I really want to do and it's hard and I'm like, man, this is hard and this is very difficult, I think of future Aldo. Sitting there in the future, just cheering me on, saying, Aldo, please do it. Please. Like the future of me in like 5 years, saying, Aldo, please do it so I can have a good time. So basically, I want you to imagine like future you, if you don't go to the gym, is gonna be yelling at you and be like, why didn't you go to the gym? I want to see a new character. I think there's gonna be a new character though.
Imaginary friends, fictional crushes, and beloved cartoon characters. While any of them could become the next antagonist, it's more likely that Riley's most prominent secret could become an antagonist in the next film. Kept secret
Her
in the
secrets?
sequel, they're desperate to remain hidden.
I don't know, maybe not.
Joy frees them. However, Riley may have more than one hidden secret in the vault, as there are many unexplored doors. It's possible that her deepest, darkest secret isn't one that she's let out, even if keeping it hidden does more harm than good.
Listen, I don't think there's going to be an actual emotion that's going to be an antagonist. I mean, because thinking about it, any emotion could technically be an antagonist. So that would be kind of a stretch. Like, sadness can be an antagonist. If you're super sad all the time, you're going to be an antagonist. Anger, if you're super angry all the time, I mean, no one's gonna want to be your friend, and then that's gonna cause chaos in your life, and that could be an antagonist as well. I think antagonists are probably gonna be like a new character, like kind of like how Riley is a character. There's gonna be like a new character and maybe like a bully. Maybe someone's gonna bully Riley, and that's gonna be like an antagonist, and then that's gonna like push Riley into a place where she has to like dig deep down and somehow fight back. But I don't know, honestly.
While it's true that all emotions serve a purpose when helping Riley, not one of them should have primary control of her life, dictating her friendships, choices, and overall personality. Although Anxiety had good intentions in trying to help Riley join the Firehawks, she allowed her to abandon essential parts of herself along the way. Whenever one emotion takes over headquarters or overtakes the control panel, they will always risk harming Riley, making them a temporary adversary for the other emotions to face. In the next film, anyone could take on that role, from old emotions to new characters we've yet to meet, potentially bringing a new dynamic to Riley's emotional landscape.
Fear protects her from the scary stuff she can see, and my job is to protect her from the scary stuff she can't see.
Oh, there's the explanation that I was looking for. Now, here's another thing I've been talking about. A lot of people are saying that the new emotion in Inside Out 3 is going to be love. That's right, love. And it makes sense because Riley in this movie is 13 and she's probably going to be turning like 15 or something. So I can imagine that she's going to stop worrying about cooties and probably start looking at boys and maybe getting a crush. Or maybe a girl, you never know. But the point is that she's going to get a crush of some sort. And love is... it's almost impossible that love is not going to be an emotion. Like, it's basically going to be there. Like, love, it's going to be there. So, you can count on it.
Pixar fans have been buzzing with excitement and the possibility of Inside Out 3 and the introduction of a brand new emotion.
Inside Out 3.
Love. Can you imagine the fun and chaos that would ensue if love joined the crew inside Riley's head?
Dude,
Yeah,
love
let's
is
get right
definitely
into
going to
it
be an
and explore what
emotion.
this could
Like,
look
come on, a
like.
15-year-old girl,
Grab your popcorn,
bro.
settle in, and
Unless
let's
she's like
journey
a
inside
tree,
Riley's
she's definitely gonna have a
world
crush on
together.
someone.
Before we
Let's do a quick recap of what happened in Inside Out 2. Inside Out introduced us to a world inside of Riley's head, where her emotions, joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust were working together to navigate her life. This film showed us how emotions shaped our experiences and how important it is to embrace all your emotions. Inside Out 2, which was on June 14, in this sequel, Riley's in high school, dealing with all the ups and downs of adolescence. We met anxiety, envy, ennui, embarrassment, which adds some depth to her emotional landscape. This movie explored her emotions and how they adapted to new challenges, changes, making us laugh and cry, and honestly, it was a pretty good movie. So what's next for Riley? Her director said that there's a potential for part number 3. People are already speculating what's going to be coming next. One emotion that people are talking about is love. I mean, think about it. She's literally growing up, okay, and she's growing up and she's gonna be having a crush. Just like I was saying, like, this emotion could change things up for Riley. Like, let's imagine how love could be, okay? Imagine this. Riley is in her late teens. Okay, she's starting college. She meets someone special, and she starts feeling things she's never felt before. Just a new character. Complex as love could be. Love can maybe be like a warm presence, calmness, but sometimes craziness, because sometimes love makes you clash, right? Like, sometimes love might conflict with fear, because if you're afraid to ask the person out on a date, but then you have a crush on them, you can't move forward. So you kind of have to decide, am I gonna take a risk? Or am I just gonna be a hopeless romantic? Here's the thing, joy and love are probably gonna get together. They're probably gonna get along, because joy is all about fun and excitement, and love is about, you know, contentment, connection. And together, joy and love are gonna be working together, and I think they're gonna kill it. Love might bring sadness though. Like, think about it, when things don't go well, because sometimes you get your heart broken. So that's not gonna be good. Here's the thing, it's gonna add some depth to the story. Like, love isn't always a positive thing. Love can be sad, love can be happy, love can even make you angry. Now that I think about it, there might be a bit of everyone has a little love inside them, and that might be the moral of this story. We might have drama if Riley starts catching feelings for someone and then it doesn't go as planned. Okay, if she starts thinking that maybe they're cheating on them, or she might even get envy if love starts thinking that Riley's crush doesn't like her, that he actually likes the other girl, that she likes the most popular cheerleader. Usually that's how it goes, right? Oh, the hot guy, everyone likes the hot guy, and then he's going for the cheerleader, but then he secretly doesn't like her, but then you still get envious. So that's what would happen. As you guys can see, every single character could relate to love, so it would make Inside Out 3 very complicated. Let's explore some scenarios. Riley experiencing her first crush would be a great way to introduce love. Imagine the butterflies, the love, the awkwardness. Love would be there guiding Riley when the other characters would be reacting the same way they do. Joy might be over the moon, sadness might be left out. Fear would be on high alert, worrying about getting a rejection. Love is a complicated emotion. It's not always about falling in love, but it also comes with sadness. It comes with anger. It comes with envy. It comes with moments of excitement. It comes with moments of anxiety. I mean, like, did I text them the wrong thing? Oh no, I texted the wrong thing. This isn't, I messed it up. Or it could be ennui. ennui could come with love, because when you have ennui and love together, you gotta play it cool. You gotta act like you don't care. Because sometimes you gotta act like you don't care, otherwise you're gonna scare the person away. Because some people are not ready for love, so you gotta pretend like you're just being casual, even though you're secretly obsessed with them. Alright, let's listen in.
New experiences and protecting yourself from getting hurt. These moments of conflict could add depth to the story and highlight the courage it takes to love. Envy might feel threatened by love, especially if Riley starts spending more time with her new crush.
Hey, is courage an emotion? That's not a question.
Love and envy would have to find a way to coexist. Teaching Riley about...
Someone else thinks that love is going to be the new villain of Inside Out 3, and you know, that could actually make sense. As you guys saw earlier, love can interact with basically almost the emotions, and it can make any emotion come out. So, nobody expected. I think at this point it's impossible not to expect love, but I'll still give you a like, sir.
Passion. Actually, it will be both. Didn't get it? Don't worry. We'll explain everything about this possibility now in this video. The Emotions Room. When the new emotions appeared in Inside Out 2, some things weren't very clear.
Like what?
The main question in the minds of the franchise's fans were, where did they come from? Many people have no idea. Pixar already has the answer. And more, they already revealed it some time ago.
Are you serious?
In the art book of Inside Out 2,
there's an
the
art book?
animation company made available for sale, there is an image where we can all see the emotions gathered in a place that looks a lot like an airport lounge or bus terminal waiting area. And in this place, there is a small TV where the new emotions are attentively watching something that you must have already guessed. The control room of Riley's mind's base emotions. It would be more or less like having a hidden camera there where the new emotions can observe everything that happened practically.
But I don't see love there.
Explain why the new emotions knew exactly.
Let's see.
Something that you must have already
Dude, I don't
guessed.
see love anywhere. Like, these are the emotions that were there, and these are the ones that popped up. We have ennui, we have envy, embarrassment, anxiety. I feel like we're missing another one. I don't see love anywhere. I do see something down there though. What is that? Is that love right there? Is that love, or is that just a shadow? I don't know what that is.
Riley's mind's base emotions. It would be
Dude, that is
like
cool.
having a hidden camera there where the new emotions could observe everything that happened practically in real time. This would explain why the new emotions knew exactly the code sequence to access the elevator that leads to the center of Riley's mind convictions. It also explains how Anxiety had a plan already formed to ensure the protagonist's future was foolproof, which included a headquarters with several workers who could tirelessly design possibilities of bad things that could happen to Riley. And for sure, she did all this well before going to the Emotions Control Center. But the art in Pixar's book, as we mentioned, shows a sort of waiting hall. The detail is that before going to the waiting hall, definitely in some other place where they were created by Riley's brain and lived together probably with other emotions. This was called by the official voice actress of Joy as the Emotions Cage, which is also shown in the same art book where several emotions try to escape but are stopped by the old emotions that end up finding the place to save Riley's life from anxiety.
That's so funny.
And the truth is that just like anxiety, ennui, embarrassment, and envy, not to mention nostalgia, new emotions will inevitably emerge in future movies as soon.
Dude, people keep forgetting about nostalgia. Like, she's not even an emotion. I mean, fair enough, she doesn't come out a lot because she's only 13. But as Riley ages, nostalgia is going to become more and more prominent because she's going to be thinking about all the things that she...
Oh, I can't. When I was a kid, things used to be so much simpler. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Some of you guys be like,
the 80s were so good. Oh, I wish I was in the 80s.
like, bro, you don't even know what the 80s looks like. What do you mean you wish you were from the 80s? Anyway, a lot of theories going out about Inside Out 3. What do you think is gonna happen? I know you guys are like,
Stop! Inside Out 2 just came out. Why can't people just enjoy the movie? Why do we have to theorize and speculate about Inside Out 3? You guys ruin everything.
well, sorry to tell you, but this is the internet. That's what people on the internet do. So, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, can't wait to read all your comments in the section down below. Don't forget to come back to my channel every single Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 in the morning. If you want to become part of this channel, don't forget to join by clicking that join button or by clicking the join link in the description down below so you can become part of the chat where you can suggest what videos you want to see and we can chat directly. That's right, you become a member of this channel, so you get to vote on what happens to this channel. Love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.